All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone that rule well. And salutation to the Akim teaching his truth of the four corners of the city, Lord's name, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Shai, and the very few sisters that listen as well, man. And basically, I just want to go into what is our job? Our job is to teach this truth, man. If you not teaching this truth, or if you don't want to teach this truth, hey, just go do your own thing, man. Because the scriptures say, let you be, matter of fact, let's get that, man. Fully persuaded in your own mind, man. Let's get that. I think that's Romans. Romans, the 15th chapter. No, the 16th chapter. Or it's 14th chapter. So like, yeah. This Romans 14:5, it say, one man esteeming one day above another, another esteem every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So this truth, this thing of ours, this brotherhood, is all you should want, man. And I say that because everything else in the world, like your job, a woman, your kids, it's temporary. Literally. Like, you can lose your woman any day. You can lose your kids any day, depending on the situation. Even when it comes down to your job, man. You can walk in one day and have a job, the next day you could be fired, man. And it's terrible to think like that, but guess what? When you have this truth, you don't care. You realize even if you lose your kids, you lose your woman, you lose your job, you still got the Lord. And having the Lord, you realize that all things is possible, man. And you got to believe that. You got to have faith in that, man. And the reason why the Lord do certain things is because we get prideful. The Lord want to see, are you still doing your job? Are you still willing to do your job even when things get tough? That's what the Lord wants to see. You see, the Lord wants to see what type of man you really is. Because when he call, or when things get bad and rough, or what type of man is he still gonna serve me? Even when Jake gets suspended, it's a lot of thoughts come through your mind. You feel me? Like, a lot of thoughts. But you gotta be the one to be like, fuck them thoughts, no matter what. Because you love the Lord. And if you love the Lord, guess what? You're gonna what? Serve the Lord. Matter of fact, let's get this precept, man. This is John 12 and 25. It said, he that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hated his life in the world shall keep it within life eternally, man. And I brought that out because you can't be in the world and be in the truth. You gotta hate your life. You gotta hate the things around you. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean hate your wife or hate your kids, but just know that regardless of fact, they are temporary. Like I said, your job, the Lord can take those things away, or the Lord can give you those things. But are you doing your job? That's the thing, because the Lord said, if you love me, what? Keep my commandments. And what's this? John 14:15. It say, if you love me, keep my commandments, man. So if you really do say you love the Lord, you have to what? Do what's retaining to what the Lord tell you to do. Regardless if you lose your life. I mean, yeah, you might lose your life, lose your wife, lose your kids, or lose your job, man. Those things are temporary. But guess what? This truth is going to abide forever. Regardless of fact, if you like it or not, man. And that's what's so beautiful about the Lord, man, because the Lord want to know, he want fighters. He want leaders. And when you setting yourself up to be a leader, you got to know it come with sacrifice. And when it come with sacrifice, you might not like it all the time. Actually, you're not going to like it at all, because you're doing something that most people don't do. Why you think a lot of NBA players or a lot of actors or any wealthy, successful man can relate, will tell you that you have to let go a lot of bad things in your life to be wealthy or to be successful, so-called successful in this wicked world, man. And it take discipline. So sometimes the things that you love turn to the things that that hate, because you're not gonna always spend time with your wife. You're not gonna always spend time with your kids. Sometimes, hey, you might not have a job, but guess what? You got the truth. And that's the mindset you should have, man. It's this John 15:10. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, even I have kept my Father's commandment and abide in his love, man. And this, I don't feel like going into that, but this John 21:15, it say, so when they had dined, Yahushua said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me more than thou? He said unto him, yea, Lord, thou know that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my lambs. He said unto him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, yea, Lord, thou know that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my sheep, right? And he said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonah, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said it to him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said it to him, Lord, thou know all things. They know that I love thee. Said unto him, feed my sheep. So you have to know, regardless, if you really want to be in the truth, our whole mission is to what? Feed the sheep and the lamb of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Scripture say what? Go into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Rebuild them. You gotta what? Teach them. Show them the way. What? Cry aloud, spare not, lift up the voice like a trumpet, show Jacob the transgression and the houses and their sins. That's the mindset you must have, man. That's the mindset you must have, man. Because everything else is temporary. That's our whole mission. That's our whole job, man. It's what? Abiding in the love of Yahweh Shema Shai. And abiding in the love is what? Keeping his commandments. This Ecclesiastes 12:13, it say, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So that's the whole duty of man. If you really fear Yahweh Shema Shai, you really love Yahweh Shema Shai, you're going to what? Do the things that the Lord told you to do. Don't matter if you get suspended. Don't matter if you you lose your job. Don't matter if you lose your wife. Don't matter if you lose your kids. Yes, those things hurt, man. It put a a sense of pride, sense of humbleness into your soul, man. It does. But if you keep fighting and keep pushing, the Lord love that. He love a fighter. He love a man that actually gonna rise up into the occasion, man. And not gonna lay down. You're not gonna make it into this world by giving out handouts, being a baby. You gotta man up, be better, understand that you wanna be better, man. Because you wanna be better for the Lord. You gotta be blameless. That's why when a person come up to you and they be like, oh, I know you. I see you here. I see you there. Yeah, they see you. But now they can't say nothing about you. As long as you going to work, taking care of your responsibility, doing the right things that you're supposed to do, guess what? They can't not say, oh, that nigga a thug. Oh, no, I seen that nigga selling drugs. Or I know that nigga from off the block. No, they don't say those things because we don't tamper in those things. What we tamper in is truth. The light of the brotherhood. This is literally brotherhood. It's an image. It's not about yourself no more, even though it is about yourself, man. Remember, can no brother help you on a chariot? You gotta do the work, on your own. But also, you gotta understand you got help on the way. People don't have help, but you have help on the way. You got people that's gonna uplift you, bring you close, remind you of the things that the Lord give us, the beautiful of the truth. It's not just all sad and frustration and no, it's not that at all. The Lord ultimately, like I said, I want to see if you're gonna fight. Hey, matter of fact, that bring me into that precept. Hey, cause without the Lord, you're not gonna make it, man. This a rock. 2:1. It say, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Meaning, what? Hey, guess what? Prepare yourself. You're going to be tried. And that's the only way to actually ultimately see what type of man you really is. A woman gonna try you. Your kids are gonna try you. Your boss gonna try you. Just to see what type of man you really is. You feel me? Man, that's how people operate, to test your character. And sometimes you don't let things get to you. You know why? Because you brush it off. But then when someone keep testing you, you speak up for yourself. Speak up and be like, damn, what's going on? Because guess what? Like I said, the ultimate test is coming down the road. And if you ain't got the Lord, you're not gonna make it, man. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble, man. So when things is rocky, fucked up, it seemed like, damn, Lord, you put me in this situation for what? I thought you loved me, but this is love. He's showing you the balance of life. Things is not gonna be peaches and cream all the time, man. And that's fine. You gotta accept those things, the good and the bad of the truth. But guess what? When you keep rising, keep pushing, keep teaching, studying, trusting it, and building up your faith, you realize like, oh, this is just a test. And things get a little bit easier. You know why? Because you realize that you gotta humble yourself. That's all it is. We get pride creep up all the time. And sometimes we don't want to humble. Hey, the scriptures say, submit yourself under the mighty. Submit, matter of fact, let's get that. Because we got to submit ourselves. And you just had a woman. Hey, that's my next. Sit down, submit. just how you want your woman to submit to you, you gotta submit and to the Lord, man. Um, this a good one. I didn't want this one, but this a good one. This James, this plain 4 and 7. It say, submit yourself therefore to Yahweh, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Um, just like Job did. Job submitted himself all the way into Yahweh Bashem side, and we should do the same thing. Um, that's it. Let me go back to the Sirach. Overthinking it. This Sirach 2 and 3. It said, cleave unto him and depart not away, that they might be increased at the last end. Whatsoever brought upon thee, take it cheerfully, and be patient when they are changed to a lower state, man. So, hey, things are gonna happen. Shit gonna go get fucked up. But guess what? When you are changed to that lower state, it teach you a certain place in your life to stay humble. Stay humble, and humble is the key. Especially when you teaching this truth, man, because you get so prideful, then you can't be told nothing, then that's when you get destroyed. And you don't want to be destroyed. You don't want to fall out the truth. You don't want to forget what your job is, man. So with that, matter of fact, one more verse 5. It say, for gold is tried in the fire, and accept the man in the furnace of adversity, man. So when you're going through that fire, the Lord is trying you to see what type of man you really is. Are you going to keep doing what I tell you to do, or are you going to do what you want to do? And ultimately, the answer to that is humbling down and do what the Lord told you to do, man. So with that, I hope the lesson edified. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone that ruled well. And salutations to the icons and its true of the folk on earth, true and see, man. So next time I want to say Shalom, Kwan Yasharala, and a ball, man.